racing, I guess.
So we see Mark Sugden on his beautifully prepared bike. His beautifully prepared bike, which nearly became a target of an awning pigeon earlier today. The 44 machine there. Some of his rivals were taking having great chuckles taking photos. Right, here we go then, we're away, and blimey, nobody's away better than Adrian Kershaw. He's lapped, locked up beautifully there, as you see a big old line of bikes head up towards Coppers, upstream, call it what you like. For the first time, they're pretty much flat out on these bikes, left-handed. Somebody pulling to the side there though, so it's going to be a DNF for somebody, but we won't worry about them. They've harmlessly pulled off to the left as the leaders come towards you, and I think you're going to see number 23 out in front there, buddy.
That's right there. Adrian Kershaw leads the way ahead of Luke McRae. That bike number 16 there, but the 16 of Luke McRae is now taking the race lead. They're side by side with the 823 of Adrian Kershaw, but up towards Park Corner they go then. It's almost three abreast there further down the order as well. You can see it's almost single file as you come out of Park Corner now on towards Chris Curve, and there's not a whole lot of bodywork on these, so trying to pick up colours is a little bit more difficult than other machines, but we'll try and pick them up as you go through the left now of the gooseneck, and that is the orange wheels there. Oh, we've got a plume of dust going up there, and I may have a yellow flag going out up there at Chris Curve there, Keith, so keep an eye and ear out for that one on the screen and the radio. But race leaders in towards the chicane now, and there's around about 9 of them all locked together.
Yeah, going to yell up there at Chris Curve. Doesn't sound too dramatic. I'll try and keep an ear out and see if I can hear further in just a moment. Have you got a radio there, Bradley, as well?
I have, yeah.
Let's see if you can hear anything going on there and see if you can pick up that number. Looks like the 110 machine hasn't tripped the timing beam over the back there. That's Will Kearney, I think, as the rest of the field make their way across the top of the mountain. Again, big long line of bikes, a lot of orange vests, very popular with the rookies. It's always a good way to start racing. I always figure a class like this is so much better than something like a big 1000cc machine where you're going to chew your way through tyres and money at a great rate of knots. These suckers here really are low maintenance, and the racing is basically just as good. If you can ride one of these quickly, you can ride anything quickly, as has been shown as the leaders come across the line then. And it is Luke McRae now with a lead of just 0.3 of a second over Adrian Kershaw. Dan North, Jake Cordy up next, then Round, O'Hara, Carver, Lanson, Dwyer, Cole, Osborne, Carter, Gregory Wilkinson, Carver, Hayward, Marshall, Siggins, Drake, Horner, Stacey, Dwyer, Finch, Grimes, Campbell, Maud, Murphy, Kilpin and Threlford as your top 30 runners as they come across the line. Fastest man on the track, unsurprisingly, is the leader, Luke McRae, doing the business. But is that 16 still leading, or is the number 23 found an answer for him, mate?
Luke McRae was still leading when he came past me there. I'm just having a look. There's still waved yellows as they go around Chris Curve there, so no overtaking as they go around Chris Curve. Green flags showing at the gooseneck then, so it's allowed as they go down from gooseneck in towards Mansfield. But it is still Luke McRae ahead of Adrian Kershaw up next. And it looks like Dan North and Jake Corty. And I'll tell you who's having a side-by-side action as he came past me was between 66 Ben Round and the 7 of Sean O'Hara. So that'll be for 5th place as they go through the chicane then. But this time around, everybody through safely then. And good battles all the way down the order. I'm just watching a three-way battle for the minor placings here, Keith, going to Mansfield now. So good stuff all round, but it is still Luke McRae who leads the way.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think you're ever without somebody to play with in the sandpit here at CB500 Racing. They really know how to keep it close. You're right about that breakaway group at the front, though. The top 3 well away with this one. I think it might be starting to leave Corsi just a little bit further behind. Cordio, of course, leading man in the lightweight class, so we'll be very happy with that. Second of the lightweights, also a top rookie, is Abigail Marshall, as the leaders come across the line literally side by side. They are separated by 0.016. 46.562 is the best time, and of course whoever gets the best lap this weekend will get themselves a lap record, because this is still a new class for us, isn't it, Bradley? We've got a purple in sector 2 for Kershaw, but way down there in relative terms in 5th place is O'Hara with the fastest in sector 1, so there's a better lap out there somewhere. Maybe we could crack that magic 45 bracket. We're going to be very, very close to it looking at those times. We'll have to wait and see if somebody can find a little bit more time, but as they came across the line it was Kershaw for McRae, but that could well have changed by the time they got to you, Bradley.
Yeah, Luke McRae was certainly looking for an opportunity to make the pass once again on Adrian Kershaw, and they were side by side as they went through the dip down the back straight here on Park Straight in towards Park Corner, round Chris Curve they're going now. through the right, and change of direction now there for Luke McRae, who is the race leader. 16 Luke McRae leads the way ahead of Adrian Kershaw. Dan North is still there ahead of the 53 of Jake Corty, who's fishtailing all the way in towards Mansfield there. So the number 53 there of Jake Corty is really pressing on to go through the chicane, then watching them all the way down the order through the gooseneck. And Abigail Marshall coming under some pressure now. It looks like he's at the 75 of Pete Woodall, who is just making a move now on Abigail Marshall. Oh, a little bit of a close moment there again, even further back, and somebody right on the white line, almost onto the grass as they try to go around the outside into Mansfield. That's an interesting overtake if that was to happen, but it is Luke McRae who leads the way from Adrian Kershaw, Keith.
Somebody going very slowly, one of our novice riders down on the inside there, got his arm in the air. I guess he's heading for what my former colleague used to call Gasoline Alley, much to my annoyance. But if your rider's got bright yellow wheels, then your rider, unfortunately, is heading back to the paddock as Kershaw leads McRae over the line there. Carver goes past on O'Hara for 5th place. North still in 3rd, Cordy still in 4th. Carver now moves to 4th place, O'Hara into 5th. Round, Lanson, Dwyer, Cole, Carter, Osborne, all safely over the line, and you're right, there's only fractions of a second separating these. Fastest lap of the race so far. We have cracked the magic 45 bracket, mate. 45 at 998, and that is to the man who just moved into 5th, the number 29 machine of Mr. Carver.
Robert Carver?
Sorry?
Robert Carver.
Yeah, there we go, Rob Carver. Well done, Rob Carver, thank you. He's done a great job there, moving up to 5th place where he started. But he is the fastest man on the track, so at the moment, he is the lap record holder. Now,
I tell you, we've got a change of the race lead here. Luke McRae's in 3rd place, Adrian Kershaw is in 2nd, because number 39, Dan North, he's got the hurry up, and he is leading the way. So Dan North, who is 3rd across the line, I can see, is just backing it into the chicane now. He leads the way on bike number 39.
Well, he's just got purple at sector 1 as well, so he's going to back that up with what could be a lap record. It's not the shortest lived lap record I've seen. I've literally seen somebody set a lap record and then fractions of a second later somebody else comes along the line and gets it later. But to hold a lap record for a lap is better than not ever holding a lap record at all. But with that purple and the clear track in front of him, I think this could well be going Dan North's way. It's going to be 2 laps left to go as well when they come across the line this time. There's still some faster times out there though, because I'm seeing nobody has done a double purple yet. I wonder if it's going to be North who can do that. Well, he's got competition though, because that 23 machine of Kershaw pushing him very hard indeed. And in fact, he doesn't go double purple, mate, because behind him is this Carver who goes purple in sector 2. North in sector 1 with a 45.441. So 45s is now the hot pace, being shared by both North and Carver. I tell you what, the way Carver's going, Luke McRae better look to his laurels. I know there's a second between them, but he went about 7/10 of a second quicker there. Has Kershaw found a way past North yet, mate? Is he still just giving him a hard time?
I'll tell you what, Keith, it's so difficult to tell because it looks as though it's 3 abreast as going up towards Park Corner then, so it could be any one of those 3 riders who's out in front at the moment. As round Park Corner they go then on towards Chris Curve, and here they go then 1, 2, 3, nothing to separate them then. Well, you can get a bit of blanket over all 3 of them, to put it bluntly. So here we go then, down from the gooseneck in towards Mansfield. It's Adrian Kershaw from Dan North first and second, but he's almost riding pillion with Adrian Kershaw there. Is the number 39 of Dan North. Then Luke McRae has just got a 10th or second or so as the red flags go out, Keith. So
I was about to say, man, I've got a lot of chatter on the radio here. I'm not quite sure what's happened or where it's happened. But unfortunately, we've got red flags all the way.
I'll tell you what, Keith, I don't know if you're we've got the red flags